Okay, guys, remember in Oblivion when I said the Fighters Guild, like at the beginning of that, when I said I would stop playing? This is the game I'm starting now. Just after that, I just showed Oblivion and opened this. And as you can probably tell, it's Splinter Cell Chaos Theory. Let's get started. I can do this. I've played this game before on Expert, so.
Looks like a Chinese Jiangwei-class cruiser with a North Korean destroyer escort. Events in the Yellow Sea took a turn for the worse today when North Korean and Chinese forces blockaded and boarded a Japanese cargo ship.
Okay.
The North Korean government released no official statement, and their ambassador remained out of contact. While at the UN, Chinese Ambassador Long Dan urged the U.S. and her longtime Japanese allies to remain calm, calling the blockades a legitimate response to what the rest of Asia views as a possible remilitarization of Japan. This blockade is an act of war. The NSC is working on a formal response, and they've ordered the USS Walsh to close at flank speed. The Walsh is the most advanced spy ship in history. My best man will be on board.
Splinter Cell. In other words, Sam Fisher.
What do you know? Chinese and North Korean ships working together again.
It's what we expected.
That's a 056 prototype, Chinese.
Exactly.
How are your sea legs?
I haven't lost them.
Good. Because the 056 prototype isn't the only new fish
He's
in the
fucking
pond.
badass, Sam Fisher.
Admiral Toshiro Otomo, head of Japan's newly formed Information Self-Defense Force, had this to say.
This is another distressing attempt by China and North Korea to further depress our faltering economy. The ISDF and Japan appeal to our allies for the military support promised us under the post-war constitution of 1946.
The fact remains that in the eyes of many in Asia, the ISDF itself is a violation of the post-war constitution, prohibiting Japan from maintaining a military force capable of striking beyond its borders. In Asia, the memories of Imperial Japan are still fresh.
When's the last time I saw you?
I'm afraid I have no recollection of that, Senator.
That's right. It has been a while.
Nice condom you got here.
Well, thanks. I got a space set up for you in the folks.
He's a Republican.
Yourself to home and heck, no one will even know you're here.
Sorry, that was a bad joke. He's a hillbilly, which are mostly Republican. Anyway, let's get started. I was going to point out before we get started that, remember when I was laughing out loud, I was lolling, that Sam Fisher was opening up like a thing of bubble gum, and that Ubisoft was evidently doing some commercials. So this also should have given you guys enough time to read the text. Let's get started.
Fisher, an American engineer named Bruce Morgenholt, has been
kidnapped by a Peruvian separatist group called the People's Voice. Their suspected leader, Hugo Lacerda, is a hardcore revolutionary preaching information warfare as the only realistic means to achieve revolution in modern society. We need you to get in there and recover or destroy any information Morgenholt may have been forced to divulge, and if possible, rescue him. As for Lacerda,
Yeah, that's not gonna happen.
he's just been bumped onto our target of opportunity list. So if you have a shot, take it.
Hostage rescue isn't normally our bag, but Morgenholt was part of Project Watson, the UN committee that studied Philip Mass's handiwork after Georgia. Some people are worried that this kidnapping is just a cover-up, and that Morgenholt is being interrogated for classified information about the Mass kernels. Fact is that some of the tricks Mass came up with could be used to do a lot of damage. We need to contain that information at all costs.
The target area is a lighthouse attached to an abandoned Spanish colonial-era fortification and some nearby structures. We don't have an exact location on Morgenholt, so you'll have to find him yourself. Insertion will be at night by Zodiac onto the beach beneath the fort. Thermal imaging shows that there are some old natural and semi-natural caves under the fort, so you may be able to use those for infiltration.
All right, Fisher. The helicopter will drop you a few kilometers offshore in the Zodiac. You'll have one of my Zodiacs and logistical support in and out of the target area. Extraction will be by helicopter from the top of the lighthouse.
Displace International holds the contract with Wright Pritchard
Oh,
Technologies to protect their VIPs
Shetland.
in potentially hostile situations.
I'm not spoiling it, but I probably already
threat
did.
Evaluation for their project in Peru, and we accepted the VIP detail on Morgenholt. The guys who came after him knew what they were doing. This was not a tourist grab. I lost 3 good men in the snatch, and I'm currently preparing a rescue plan for approval from Morgenholt's family and Wright Pritchard. This is going to cost this place a lot of money.
That was it. Load out. Let's see, SC-20K. What's stealth? I mostly prefer the aggressive one, because I'm not very stealthy, even though this is a stealth game. Okay guys, here I am after the cutscene, and my game crashed after when I was recording with Fraps in the cutscene. The transaction doesn't work. So I'm just gonna have to I'll have some problems with that, but should be fine. I will be able to do cutscenes though. So before I get started with the game itself, I'd like to show you guys my settings. Show them all their, you know, you can see all that stuff. See all that stuff? It's maxed, or it's what I think is maxed. Anyway, I'm not that picky of having everything on max. I just, as long as I think it, it's okay. This reminds me, I did a walkthrough of Splinter Cell 1, but I deleted that because the quality is horrible. Graphics are so much better in this game.
I'm hearing gunfire down there, Fisher. Everything all right?
It's coming from up ahead, but Lambert. And I think Gorilla. I think Kalashnikov.
What do you mean?
I've had enough AKs fired at me in my time to tell you that wasn't one.
All right. See if there's anything unusual going on with their equipment. And keep us
Just
posted.
kill these guys. Or we can might be able to avoid it.
Look, there's some kind of old creek there.
Oh, they heard me. I'm just gonna escape into the tunnel.
Well, can't hurt to take a look around.
Oh. I don't remember this guy. If you guys were hoping for a non-KO walkthrough, then you can leave. 'Cause I'm not that good. I do fine if I can kill everyone.
I think you're right about the equipment, Sam.
Yeah? They got themselves a little stockpile of high-tech kit here.
Try and find out where they got it. See if those crates have SSCC barcodes on them and scan them with your EEV.
There's a lot of acronyms
The
there.
SSCC code is lot 1 of 5. See if you can find the other 4.
I'll do my best.
You'll do your best. I should save as often. I'm used to Oblivion where I can just hit the button and it saves. Oh, there's 2 guys there.
I'm not going any further. Fine, do what you like.
There's a weapons crate.
I'm gonna head back. Okay. I'm going to stay here.
Did I do it or not? Yeah, I did.